it's Johara. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a second since I've updated, and I apologize or uploaded, whatever. I've been busy, and there are a couple of videos I am in the process of working on, but they are kind of longer videos, so I'm not done with them. I'm not even done filming yet. Like, one of them is a vlog, but that one won't actually come out for a little while because it'll be my first reading vlog actually, and I'm not done reading the book, so I'm not done with the vlog. But uh, but because I already mentioned that I wanted Seekers to be my first reading vlog I ever upload. The um because of that, since I'm already reading this before I reread Seekers, I went ahead and I'm starting the reading vlog for it. I just haven't uploaded it yet because I want to upload Seekers first, because Seekers is the best thing ever, and that is going to be my first uploaded reading vlog ever, because it is Seekers, and Seekers is the best thing ever. So, moving on. So two of my favorite YouTubers, Peyton Reads and Brittany Books, just recently posted a video reacting to one-star reviews of my favorite books, and I'm actually I was just watching them while I started the Peyton Reads one. I haven't started the Brittany Books one yet, but once I finish the Peyton Reads one, I'll watch the Brittany Books one because they're two of my favorites booktubers. So if you have not watched them yet, please do. And if you notice, I'm not where I usually film. I'm gonna actually change where I film. I won't film. I mean, I'm not at home. I'm not even in the same state I live in, but I'm visiting my sister. So this is her place. She's at work, and I was bored, and I've been giving you content a little bit, so I wanted to do that. I really like this concept, so that's what I'm doing. But anyways, I am going to change where I film. I haven't decided how I'm going to do the one for my TV show and movie YouTube channel, so if you guys want to follow that, definitely do. It's a Harry Potter girl. Think about changing that name, but I don't know what to, so if you have any suggestions, I'm happy to hear. But anyways, I'm just need to figure. I know where I want to film for this channel, but in front of my bookcases, I just have to figure out like how to set up that station. Like, I have a desk chair I could use, but my desk isn't like right in front of my bookshelf, so I need to figure out where to put like my laptop or anything, so I can sit in front of my bookcases. But we shall see. And I just bought a whole bunch of books too, so I said I need to fill up my bookcases since I just bought a couple. So anyways, moving on to what this video is supposed to be about. Be reacting to one-star reviews of my favorite books. So I guess what they're doing, they're just typing in their favorite books on Goodreads and reacting to one-star reviews of them. Let's see how that goes. I'm probably gonna need to turn off my ringer. So this should be interesting, and I probably will do this video again because I'm gonna get more books that I'm in love with as I read, especially since I just bought so many books. So I'm just gonna do, I guess, random books that I love, and that's either 4 or 5 star reviews at the least. I won't do any ones that are 3 or younger, even though I think 3 stars is still a pretty good review. They're obviously not my favorite if I did a 3-star review on it. But 4 and 5 star reviews are definitely fan favorites of mine. So I'm going to start with Seekers. I'm a little nervous about this because it's such an underrated gem, but just because it's underrated doesn't mean there's people that hate it. It just means that not everybody knows about it and not everybody loves it. Doesn't mean people hate it. So that gives me a little hope, but I'm also really scared because it's Seekers, and if anyone gives it a 1-star review, I'm going to cry. Okay, none of these are the Seekers I'm looking for, so I'm going to put the author too. Seekers by Aaron Hunter. I guess I'll do the first one and maybe the last one. I mean, the first one of the first arc and the last one of the last arc. So, let's see. That's a 2-star. 2-star. So not too bad. Ooh, here's a 4-star. I kind of read that now. But there's literally only 3 on here. That's a little hurtful. Very hurtful, actually. 3.90 out of 5. There were a lot of ratings of this, 10,483, just not a lot of comment reviews. Out of the people that commented, 2 were 2 stars, 1 was 4 stars. I should do one that was like great reviews of my favorite books, right? So that'd be a more happy, positive one to do. And only 3% people have rated this 1 star, so that's actually pretty good. That makes me happy. Even though this is supposed to be 1 star, I'm still gonna read the 2 stars just so I add a little secret content and I can. Okay, let's see. So someone rated 2 stars. Not half as good as his feline cousin Warriors. Okay, I love Warriors. I do. Even though I haven't finished it, it's still one of my favorite books. But no, Secrets is better. That's all. Okay. Which I am a fan to the death. Story doesn't grip me. Characters are not as well crafted, so not true. And I can't say anything about Killik's personality, whereas with Squirrelfly I can say strong and hot-headed. Where was I? Will not let anything stand in her way. Okay, that is Killik. You know? Right, I like Killik more than Squirrelfly. My favorite characters on Warriors so far are Sandstorm and Leafpool, but Killik, how can you not say anything about her personality? Honestly, I always kind of saw her as half Hufflepuff and half Gryffindor. I mean, she's so kind and nurturing and mothering and sweet, but she's also so strong and passionate and fierce and will not let anything stand in her way. And she truly cares. She has a huge heart, definitely the heart of the group. But she's also one of the strongest members of the group, not including Toklo. And she's also a natural born leader, and she's also been through more than the other ones in the group, honestly. I mean, yeah, Toklo went through a lot too, and he's probably the second one that went through the most. But Killik had lost her brother, watched her mother die to save her life. She ended up, I mean, yeah, she eventually found the group, but she was the last one to join the group. She was the last one that met them. So the rest of them had already found a family when she was still on her own for a while. So she was on her own the longest, and she was still a cub at that time. So Killik is amazing. She is my everything. She is my baby. So do not harm my Killik or. How could I say this about Killik? That actually really stings because Killik is my everything. She's my probably one of my very, very top characters in any book I've ever read. And I just, wow, that hurts. But Killik is just amazing. I love Killik so much. There's 14 comments to this. I agree the Warriors series is better. Disagree. I love the Secret story. Still need to read Warriors. So yay, someone loves Seekers. I do agree that Killik didn't have a memorable personality. What? It was made up for with Lusa and Toklo. Even Udrak was at least original. Even what? Was at least original, even with his lack of care. First day you saw Killik and then you saw Udrak. He's my second favorite character. What are you talking about? Killik and Udrak have so much personality and character, and this is gonna be a very emotional video. Okay, the quest begins is very exciting, but it's also boring in some parts. No. Most parts, the adventure with 3 Cubs is exciting and adventurous, but other parts are not so much. For example, at the beginning of the book, it moved very slow. Most books do that, let's be real. Warriors do that. Meaning the storyline was repetitive and boring. Also in the story, they explained all the different Cubs with all their family, which took a very long time. That was the point. They wanted you to understand their family so that you would know how hard it was for them when they lost it. Because if they didn't capture that feel of how much they care about their families, of how important it was to them, then how were we supposed to feel their loss when they lost them, you know? I mean, Kalik watching her mother die and then not being able to find her brother Tokla, who was abandoned by her mother after her brother died, and then Lusa, who even though her parents survived, she still ended up leaving home, not because she didn't want to be around them or love them, but because she wasn't meant for the indoor life and she wanted to go on the wild. And it was hard for her because she loved her family and didn't want to leave them, but she had to do what's right for her at the same time. And it's just also heartbreaking. And the reader would have never felt their heartbreak unless we understood their love for their family. So spending some time with their family, understanding the loss that we end up feeling is actually what made it so much better, what made it so much more emotional and beautiful. And yeah, moving on before I get into even more ranty. Um, I agree the Warriors books are way better. Plus, I downloaded the sample and I was like, what? What? Okay. Warriors Forever Secrets is okay, but it's basically a rip of the second series of Warriors. The Great Journey, no. No, it's really not. But not as exciting, and Emil Reed Warriors or something like that. The Secret series is better. Yes! I like this person. Whoever this person is, I like. They have rather weird names. Warriors are thrice as good. Haven't read this book, but I can agree with the squirrel-like description. I love I love books by Aaron Hunter. Okay, I do like Warriors a lot better. People are wrong. I'm leaving a comment just because I want more Secrets love in there. Secret, so I'm gonna put Secret is the best series ever created. And Kalik is the best character. There. I'm leaving my comment. But I like this Oliver person. The Secret series is better. Someone understands. Okay, what's the other 2-star rate? Okay, despite the marking. Okay. Oh wow, that's long. Okay. Okay, despite the marketing, this is not Warrior Cats with Bears, so do not let your dislike as one be a guide to whether you like the other. I like the Warrior series a lot, so I thought I'd give this a go. I also wrote this review after also reading the second book, so as not to prejudge by only the opener. Well, they tried. Aaron Hunter isn't a real person, but a team of writers. An additional third writer writes these who didn't work on Warriors. The Dog series doesn't have any of the original writers. I think the series would have been better if it had been allowed to be more different rather than marketed as a B-grade Warriors spin-off, but it's not. Thankfully, the bears don't act like stupid teddy bears. Okay, that's something. Part of the beauty of the Warrior series was that there were so many characters and epic conflicts and battles, which there were, and Seekers too. It was like one of those addictive soap operas. I assume having never been addicted to soap operas. These elements are just missing from the Secret series. No, okay, I'm gonna stop now before I get even more heartbroken. I'm sad now. Okay. Looking for the last book because that's the one I also want to read. See if there's any. This is the last book, okay. And see what they say on here. There's a 2-star, 2-star, 5-star. I'm definitely gonna end up doing a reacting to 5-star book rates on my favorite books or something like that. Okay. This one also only has 3. Yeah, I guess I'll do the 2-stars again. Okay, this is a long thing. Okay, apparently I just glimpsed the first paragraph, but it's saying that they did not need to continue this series, that the second arc wasn't as good and something, which I do not agree. I mean, I probably do like the first arc a little bit better, but that's only because Udrak is in it. And Udrak's in it, the second arc a little bit, but it's considering he died and he's only in their dreams and stuff like that. Then, yeah. That is the only reason why it's not as good, but it is still amazing. The other one, let's see. Alrighty, it is the final book to Aaron Hunter series. How did it pan out in comparison to their other books? Well, it was an ending. What? Yeah, I don't have any other way to describe it. The book kind of just ended everything in a way that felt super anticlimactic. I didn't feel that way. This book kind of just or I read that. Okay, in a way, I felt like this whole set of books was unneeded. After reading the first set, I assumed that everyone went on their way or lived together in perfect bear friendship harmony. Sure, it was interesting to see the bears find places to live, but yeah, it was boring. Okay, no, it wasn't. No, I loved the ending. I'm sad now. This was not a good video idea. Evelyn painted me to Brittany and Books for giving me this idea. No offense, I'm kidding. Okay, so I'm done with Seekers because I don't want to be sad anymore. I'm gonna do Warriors. I've only read the first two arcs of Warriors, so I'll just do. Maybe I'll do the last book of the first arc and the last book of the second arc. What do you say? Sounds like a plan. There's so much, it's hard to find it. I found a book for the second arc. I think Warriors is actually really popular, more than I give it credit for. I'm always like, all the books I read besides Harry Potter are so underrated, but I don't think Warriors is. It might not be as big on like BookTube or Twitter where I really see this stuff, but I don't know. Lately, I've been hearing a few comments here and there saying how amazing Warriors is, and yeah, and I like Warriors, but it's not. It doesn't compare to Seekers. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Seekers is just too amazing for this world. Seekers is amazing. I love it. Trying to type in the prophecy begins, but the only thing that's showing up is the new prophecy. What? I can't find the last book of the first arc, and I don't remember what it's called, so I'm just gonna go with the very first book of the first arc because I do remember what it was called. Wait, no. Into the Wild. It says to Warriors Universe 7. Does that mean Into the Wild is also a part of the. I'm so confused. Maybe that might hint not to do Warriors. Because it's getting annoying. Trying to find it. So I'll do. Okay. Let's see. The Darkest Hour. Isn't that what it was called? I think it was. Okay. 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars. Wow, it really is popular. Oh, apparently there's a way to give to more community reads, so there probably were more Seekers and I just didn't realize that. Oh well. I don't want to upset myself anymore. There's a 4 star, 5 star, 5 star, 3 star, 5 star, 4 star, 5 star, 5 star, 4 star, 3 star. I don't think anyone likes it better than 3 stars. Okay, worse than 3 stars. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of 5 stars and a few 4 and 3 stars. I mean, Warriors is a great book so far. I'm loving it, but it's not Seekers. I'm sorry, but it is not. I'm gonna be sad. How can everyone like Warriors better than Seekers? Yeah, it's great, but Seekers owns my heart. Seekers is amazing. The character depth, the friendship, that's my favorite thing. My maybe that's has something to do with. I doubt that has like the main reason, but I don't know. Warriors does do a little bit with more of romantic feelings, and I think, oh, I know Secrets is definitely more of a platonic feeling scene. I mean, yeah, each one of them do fall in love in the series. It shows Clique and Yakon a lot in the second arc because Yakon ends up joining their group because he doesn't want to leave Clique, and I do really ship them, and I really like Lusa with Miki. We got to see them in like 2 books. And then I really liked Toklo with Ayana, not as much as the other two, but I still liked them. And we got to see them in, I want to say, a book and a half, around that. Um, so we mostly saw Kalik and Yokon together, but it was mostly about the friendship between the bears itself, and that is just so beautiful. Because my favorite thing to read about are friendships, are platonic friendships where you guys are willing to die for each other. You guys love each other on such a high level of depth, but it never becomes something romantic. Yes, I love best friends and lovers; they can work out really well, but it doesn't always have to turn out that way. Just because you guys have such deep feelings for each other doesn't mean they're romantic feelings and should become of such. Yeah. Okay, here's a 2 stars. So okay, so this is turning out not to be a 1 star review. It's a 2 star review at this point. Yeah, that's why I'll name it like 1 and 2 star reviews of my favorite books. Because I guess I'll really 2 star review because I can't find a 1 star review. I lost it now. Of course I did. Where did it go? There it is. I definitely enjoyed the nostalgia from reading these, and I feel like I could easily pass these on to a young reader looking for an immersed cat adventure. Haha. Okay, that wasn't really why they rated it 2 stars, but maybe the 2 star rating was an accident? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, there's nothing less than 3 stars except for that one that was a 2 star. And there's a lot. Okay then. Okay, here's the last book of the second arc. Let me read this. Oh, I kind of want to go back to Secrets now, to be honest, to see how many there really are. Let's see. 5 star, 5 star, 4 star, 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 5, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5, 3, 2. Not my favorite of the series. The first two had such a powerful start, and the last two kind of dragged on. I love Warriors still. On to the third arc. Hmm. And I'm probably not gonna find anything. I'm gonna quickly go back to Seekers because I'm curious to see if there's more that I just didn't realize when I first got onto it. Okay. There are more. Oh yay! I'm finding more 5 star reviews. That makes me so much happier. 4 stars, not bad. Three, still not bad. 4, 5, 4. Here's a 1 star review. Clique is a polar bear, Toko is a young grizzly, and Lucy is a black bear. There's a lot of folklore of the stars and where the spirits of the dead go woven into the story. I found I found this to be a sad and depressing story. While it was interesting to view the world from the perspective of three different types of bears, experiencing so much death and abandonment made me wonder what the point was. I realized that death is part of nature and animals dying is normal, but I have to have so many bears die in the first few chapters I found depressing. I mean, I guess I don't think there was that many that died in the first few chapters. I mean, Oka died pretty early. So did okay, yeah, Oka and crap. What's her name? Kalik's mom. I don't remember Kalik's mom now. I said Oka thinking I was talking about Kalik's mom, but that's Toklo's mom. So who's Kalik's mom? I forgot her name. That makes me sad. But there's the only two that really. Oh, and Toby died early. And then you think Takik dies, but he doesn't. Well, actually, you don't really think he dies. It's just he's nowhere to be found, and Kalik doesn't know where he is. And I guess some people might assume that he died. Hmm. 1 star. I gave up on this book. Do not count for reading gold. Mrs. Jackson's English class. What? That's all? This book's so amazing. Some more 2 stars, 4 stars. So there's more 5 stars than I thought, and that actually makes me happy. Yeah, I'm finding out several 5 stars. So I'm not as sad as I was because apparently a lot more people like Secrets than I realized. I was just only seeing the bad ones at first. That makes me happy. But now I'm curious about how, since some people seem to not like the second arc or think it was unnecessary to say the least, I'm gonna see what people actually say. If there's more. Is this the right one? No. Okay. I got to the wrong one. Okay, this is the one I need to go to. 5 stars, 5 stars, 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3. This isn't as many as it was for the first book, but a lot of 5 stars, so I'm happy. Yay! My favorite book isn't as hated as I was afraid of. Okay, so I'm gonna do the Effigies trilogy. I'll do the first book in that. I'm curious. It's not looking. What's the first book? Oh yeah, Fate of the Flames. I'll just type that in. Fate of the Flames. Here, Fate of Flames, not Fate of the Flames. Okay, Fate of Flames. Let's see how people feel about this. 2 stars for 2, 3. People do not like this. 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1. Ah, okay. There, everyone's upload. I won't be able to read the star thing because it's not gonna load the star thing. Okay, absolutely infuriating to read. It's been so long since I read a book where I could find almost no redeeming qualities, no matter what kind of excuses I make up. That's upsetting. I like this book. I love this book. I love this trilogy. Let's see if I can find another 1 star review to do. Seeing a lot of 3 and 4 stars, which I will take. Better than mostly 1 and 2 stars. I'm seeing some 5 stars in here too, so I rated it 5 stars because it was awesome. I rate books. Maybe should actually, write out how I feel about them. Just go through a list of some of my favorite books and just do that. Okay, how about I do Skinjacker Trilogy? Skinjacker Trilogy. What's the first one called again? Everlost. I'll just type in Everlost. Everlost. By Neil Schusterman. Because I love this. My rating is 5 stars as well. Theme 4 3 3 4 4 3 3 3 3 3 4 5 3 5 3 4 3 5 3. I should do a one that's like reacting to 5-star reviews of my least favorite books. It won't be a very long video because I don't have that many books that I don't like. There's Twilight. There's the first book in first. Okay, the Air After High series. The only one I really liked, and that one was the third one that I rated 5 stars. The first and fourth, I think I rated 1, and then the second one I rated 2. I want to say maybe 3. No, 3 is still a good review, and I wouldn't have rated a good review. So I think 2. But yeah, the second one was better than the first and fourth, but not nearly as good as the third. The third one was amazing. So there's those. I don't have any books that I've read that I just don't like, which is a good thing. So that video won't be very long. But I bought a lot of books recently, so I might not like all of them. We shall see. I don't see any one-star reviews. I've seen a couple too, so I'll read those. I would probably give this 2.5 stars. It was odd, very odd. Oh, this is long. I think what probably bothered me is that it truly is meant for a juvenile audience, and yes, some disturbingly dark things are going on here. I don't know how I feel about that. The premise of the story is a little like Peter Pan's Lost Boys. Children who are supposed to make it into the afterlife are knocked off course and sent into the land of Everlost. Nick and Allie are new to Everlost, and they discover this is a strange place where they may be doomed to spend eternity in life with repeated routines. And then Nick discovers how he can be free himself and others, but will he be stopped before he can accomplish his tasks? So what troubled me, some of the disturbingly dark themes were treated as you might expect with a juvenile novel, and quite frankly, skinjacking, i.e. possession, isn't really a juvenile subject. I wasn't afraid while I was listening along to the story, but I cringed at the thoughts of a young person reading about possession in such a lighthearted way. I guess I get that, but you also have to think about the point of view. We're not doing possession in the point of view of the person being possessed. We're having the point of view of possession by the person who's doing the possessing, you know? And luckily, the main person we know that's doing possessing is Allie, and she doesn't do it very often, only whenever it's important. And I guess it wouldn't be important. I guess the person she's possessing wouldn't see it as important, but her is important. And since we follow her, we can kind of see her feelings and points of view and stuff. And I guess I get what he's saying about it, that they're kind of just brushing over that fact, but at the same time, you gotta think we're not following the person who's being possessed, we're following the person who's doing the possessing. That means they're going to treat it differently so that the audience understands their point of view and not like if it was following the person that's being possessed, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more dark and scary and intense because we're following what this person is feeling about being possessed and not being able to control their movements. But we're not. We're following this person who is possessing, and so the story is gonna turn differently to because of the aspect we are following. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head, so I'm going with it. So I'm done reading that comment. Here's another 2 stars. Oh, this is another longer one. 4 stars, let me say that 1, I listened to the audiobook narrated by Nick Poda, whose voice acted as a great soporific as I was trying to drive across the U.S. with my family. Thankfully, the walk we took in the one show outside of Denver kept me awake. And 2, I'm not the biggest fan of children's books, and this is definitely a children's book. No, it's really not. I mean, it's not. I found the central conceit intriguing. Those who die but don't get where they're going and find themselves in limbo. The rules are different here. Pain doesn't exist. Adults are nowhere to be seen, and fortune cookies always tell the truth with 100% accuracy. The execution, pardon the pun, however, I found lacking book was slow at the start, too slow with too many stops and asides to explain a setting about the rules of Everlost. I didn't really feel strongly about the characters, except for a minor character by the name Pinhead, who seemed the most layered character of the bunch. Frankly, I love to hear a story set in Everlost from Pinhead's point of view. I wanted perspective, so I asked two of my kids, aged 16 and 13, what they would give it to on a 5-point scale, and was asked if they could use a 10-point scale. Sure, I said. My 13-year-old daughter gave it a 7. Now, reading endorsement from him. He's more of a biblioholic than I am. My 16-year-old declined to give it a score, but said it's pretty funny, but I can tell you if it was trying to be funny or not. From the mouths of babes. Okay then. Here's a 1-star review. Everlost by Neil Shusterman completely took me off. Hold on. Okay. Guard since the very beginning, startling me with the way in which the story began and how it unfolds. Not being such a fan of that type of situation, I continued reading. The book started a little slow in my opinion, and I just could not get into the story. I decided to continue reading to see if maybe there's something will grasp my interest, but nothing. I just couldn't get myself to finish this book. It's just not my type of read, which I can respect. Not to say that this book is an amazing and or great read, so please don't just get discouraged by my review and not read this book. This is an amazing author who has written plenty of incredible books, and as it may be not be something I am interested in, you may find it to be the best read ever, so give it a try, just like I did. You never know. Okay, I like this person. They're saying that it's not a bad book, it's just not for them. And that I can respect. Okay, I'm done with, so I'm gonna do Bewitched and Oz duology. I'm doing the first one both of those, so Bewitched and Oz. Okay. I love this book. And the first one I saw was a 1-star review. That's very upsetting. Okay, when I was a little girl, I so loved The Wizard of Oz. It came on one per year, and my sisters and I never missed it. I remember when we got our first color TV set. Yes, I'm showing my age. That movie became magic. I was thrilled to receive the arc since it took place in the land of Oz. Thing is, I was really bored with the story. I think maybe very young kids might somewhat like it. I think the girls that I wrote it about are supposed to be teenagers. It ran very childish though. I think I'm not just going to go watch the movie again and live the magic. That hurts. That hurts a lot. Because no, it is not very childish. And the characters are teenagers, and even though they are in this life and death, they are thrown into this life and death situation. It still shows the teenage issues in them. You know, I'm hurt. Someone rated it 2 stars, but they said it's 1.5, so I'll rate it. My biggest question reading this: to whom is the story destined? I'm afraid children's fiction is a somewhat vague reference, and with this cover I was expecting something at least more middle grade oriented, if not YA. That was my first mistake. This is a big thing. I'm not reading that. Never mind. 1 star. Really? I'm seeing more 3 and 2 stars, and a few 1 and 4 and 5 stars. This is very upsetting because I love this duology. I was very disappointed with this book. Maybe it was because I was expecting something more young adult level in terms of characters, language, and plot, or because it was extremely babyish. What? Why does everyone think this was childish? It is not. Even if it considered as middle grade. Also, the whole Ozma Outlaws magic and is basically destroying the minds of people who use its plot never rang true to me. How does it not ring true to you? Like, it can not be right to you, or it can not intrigue you or interest you, but how can it not ring true to me? Because it is true, it is what was going on. Like, what? I'm all confused now. It is extremely out of character for Ozma, and if you ever read any of Baum's books, you know that. Well, yeah, but this isn't one of Baum's books, like a BAUM, whoever that is. It's not. It's this only person's twist on this classic, you know? So, but they're described as teens and there's some romantic triangle-ishness going over. I don't like a love triangle normally, and there is a slight one on here, but ends up it's a long story, and I don't want to say anything without spoiling it, so it doesn't just focus on the triangle. I guess I'll leave it at that. Okay, here's some more 5 and 4-star reviews, so that makes me feel better. I do love this duology so much. It's one of my top favorite books, to be honest. I'm seeing some more 2 stars. I don't see any more 1 stars, so I'm leaving. Oh crap, and then I found one. Okay. I'll read this one and then I'll get out of this. Just couldn't get into it. Didn't finish. Okay then. That was short. Okay. What else? I can't think of one. How do I want my Monster High books? Monster High. But which series? There's 2 different series by 2 different authors. There's the Google Friends one, and there is the just Monster High books. I do Google Friends because I like those better. So, what could me here? Monster High Friends. Google Friends Forever. That's the first book. Maybe I'll do the other Monster High book as well. Here's 1-star review. I only read this because I own and have owned for about 6 years. I was a big fan of Monster High. I have a physical copy of this book, and I'm currently trying to get through my unread physical books because I'm running out of space in my bookcases, so whatever I don't like will have to go. This book will go. I liked Giddy Dennis Fairy School of Fear series, although it's been years since I read it. I probably wouldn't like it now, but this was just insufferable. She tried so hard to have multiple monster puns per sentence that she forgot to write decent characters or a decent plot. Now I'm sad. This is a long one, so I'm gonna stop there. That is so not true. And yeah, she had monster puns, but Monster High had monster puns. So what? And I like the characters. And Sai is so sweetheart. Here's one. I'll do one more 1-star review. Oh man, this one's kind of. Oh, this one's long too. Okay. I'm so disappointed in this book. I waited to write this review to see if my IRE would cool, but it hasn't. So here we go. Just because you're writing characters based off of product franchise does not give you the right to be sloppy and boring. Please, for the love of all that is literary, go watch a few episodes of Ruby Gloom or read A Wonderlandful World. That's the Ever After High book. I mentioned that in the series I actually liked. Both Ruby Gloom and Wonderlandful are based on product franchises, and they both stand alone with outstanding creativity. I do agree with that on Wonderlandful World, but so does this one. I'm done with this review. Okay, I'm gonna do A Wonderlandful World. I want to do the other Monster High first. Monster High. I'll do the 4th book just because it's about Dracula, but and she's my favorite character. But maybe not a good idea because that makes me sad. Okay. Here's a 1-star review. This Harrison's Monster High series goes out with a bang. Not a good bang like fireworks or something like that, but a clumsy, destructive bang that all but ruins the good that came before it. Like before, let's start with the positive. I'm here to read the negative. But I do want to see what's... Okay, this is really long. I'm not reading that. Okay. Let's see if there's any shorter ones I can read. I just got a comment on my Seekers fanfiction on Wattpad. I'm gonna have to check this out after I'm done with this video. Crap, this video is gonna be a lot longer than I anticipated. Oops. Well, this is what happens when I talk about books. I end up going on a rant. That's the one I just read. Okay. Here's 1-star review. It's not gonna let me show off the entire thing, so I'll just read what I can. Finally, I'm free of this series. Thank God. Who knows how many brain cells I lost to it? I mean, I can get that from the 1st book because that's a lot to do with Frankie. I don't like Frankie, but I liked Melody in the beginning. In the 4th book, I had issues with her. But what? This one has to do with Draculaura. Come on. And one thing I liked is that a lot of times they would have the main characters like win whatever the heck they're doing, whatever contest or battle, or depending on what kind of book it is, whatever they're doing, the main characters always win. But in this one, main characters technically lose. I mean, yes, it is resolved in a way that they also kind of win, but technically they lost. If that makes sense. You have to read the book to understand, but please read it because it's awesome. Um, I compiled some of the worst quotes on my Tumblr if you would like to glimpse into my suffering. Wow, I'm hurt. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna do a Wonderland full world, and then maybe I'll stop. We'll see if that works. A Wonderland if full world. Okay. Load. It's loading. Okay, here it is. It's loading again. Loading. 4 4 4 4, or that's 3 5 3 4 2 5 5 4. I see most of them seem to be 4 stars. I'd rate it 5. 3 2 4 5. Well, this quote didn't have a rate to it, but it said I hated it, but I kept reading it because I had nothing else to do. Well then, why read something you hate even if you have nothing else to do? You can at least be reading the book you like. But I don't understand how you can hate this book. I mean, if you don't understand it, because if to understand it, you have to understand the Wonderland characters, which you learn to understand in these series. So you should probably watch the series before you read this if you want, because it is kind of weird. But that's only because it follows the craziest characters in Wonderland: Mad Hatter's daughter, the Queen of Hearts' daughter, and the Kitty Cheshire and Cheshire's daughter. And then it also shows Cedar, who's Pinocchio's daughter. I don't know where she fits into the whole thing, since this is a Wonderland book, but oh well. Cedar is Pinocchio's daughter. I think I mentioned that. I'm not sure if I did. Seen a lot 2 stars. Not really seen it 1 stars, which I'm okay with. I rate a 2 star review then because I don't see any ones. In the first 2 books in the series, we follow a group of students uh, who were the children of the fairy tale famous parents. Each was ready to sign storybook legends to repeat the story and fulfill their destiny. Thus, until Raven Queen decided that she didn't want to blah blah blah. We already know that. In book 2, a creature from Wonderland was accidentally released into ever after. The students begin to change into strange creatures, all but the students from Wonderland. Lizzie Hearts, daughter of the Queen of Hearts, who likes to shout off with her head. Madeline Hatter, daughter of the Mad Hatter, and Kitty Cheshire, daughter of the Cheshire Cat, along with Cedar Wood, daughter of Pinocchio. It is a well, she doesn't turn into anything strange because since she's made out of wood, she changes into humans, so she was able to help them because of that. It is up to these students to figure out what is happening and how to save their friends Wonderland style. I really like the first 2 books, even though they were campy, invisible trumpets playing when Hunter does something heroic and bird flocking to Apple, but this was out of left field. I would prefer to hear what happened next because of Raven's decision. Will she vanish from the world of story? Watch the series then. What will happen to Apple's story? It seems we will never know. Okay, I'm glad they made this book because Wonderland characters are my absolute favorite characters in the show, and then they got their entire book about them. And that made me so happy. And I don't think these people actually watch the show. That's why they don't understand. I mean, a lot of cases you need to read the book first, but in cases like this where the book came about the show, you need to watch the show or movie first because that's where it started. And then you can, because the books is about that show or movie, right? So I don't know. Okay, I guess I'll end it here, and maybe I'll do another one eventually. But for now, I'll end it here. So that was fun. I got into some rants. I got very emotionally hurt because how can you be saying all this bad things about such amazing books? So you guys all should definitely go give these books a try and rate them 5 stars and give them the most best reviews ever, especially Seekers, because Seekers deserves the best reviews ever because Seekers is amazing. So yeah, definitely, definitely do that. But seriously, I do hope you guys give these books a try, and I hope you like them. If you don't, that's your opinion, fine. It may not just be your cup of tea. I don't know why I said that because I don't like tea, but um, but these are just some of my favorite books, and I guess I'll never understand how people don't like them. Just like other people won't understand why I don't like some of their favorite books. But yeah, so that is all, and I will talk to you guys later. Please like and subscribe and comment if you've read any of these, if you want to read any of these, if you're upset about the reviews, or if you wrote any of these reviews or agree with them. And you can follow me on Twitter and Bookstagram as Secret Books, and I think my username on Goodreads is Secret Books as well. So you can follow me on all those, and I'll talk to you guys later.